Southwestern was my high school. My high school years were not very exciting because my father was very strict and I didn't get to date, even though I was asked many times to go out to show or something. But Daddy thought that all these boys had their own cars, or which were old, old then, and or their fathers, and he didn't. I guess he must have remembered how he felt or something, because he just didn't want me to start dating at 16. Thought I was too young, and so I went out a few times unbeknownst to him, but I don't know anything. Can't. The main date I remember was Albert Fowler had a Halloween party at his house, and his house was on the grounds of the Woodmere Cemetery.
Oh my.
Because his father was the manager of the cemetery. And most of the evening was enjoyable. They had a beautiful home for them, and they even had a recreation room. They had a pool table, and really, really nice. And Albert had probably 20 young people there. He invited the boys and had the boys bring the girl. So there was at least 10 boys and 10 girls there. And somewhere in the evening, we were given a slip of paper with the boy and the girl. And we were supposed to find all the Smiths in certain sections. We were given a section. And I went with Bob Allen, who was the president of my class, and I thought he was something else. I had to have the president of my class because Ruth had the president of her class. So I had, but I only went out with him just a few times because of Daddy. But I understand he's dead now. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe in the war, I don't know. Anyway, it was nighttime and we had a flashlight and get all the Smiths. It was horrible.
That sounds terrifying.
I was just miserable, and I somehow or other got separated from Bob, and I looked around. I couldn't find him anywhere, and I couldn't see the flashlight anywhere, and so I sat on one of the like iron furniture out there, and I sat down and there and looked around, and I started to cry because I didn't know where anybody was.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was by myself. Cemetery in the middle of the night.
Oh my gosh.
Horrible. I remember it just so well, even now. But it was, my high school was very uneventful. I didn't went to a few of the games, but not many. Baseball and football. But I didn't go to the prom. So really the high school was
Yeah.
just educational.
Okay, so tell me, I remember a story about your mother's favorite place to go for lunch.
Whereas,
Your mother's favorite place to go for lunch.
oh yeah, it was Saunders.
Saunders. And why was Saunders her favorite place for lunch?
Saunders. So we had to walk everywhere we went because we didn't. Mom never learned to drive, even as bad as I was.
We'll get to that.
But she did. She never got behind the wheel, and so any place we went, like we used to go there and have our dinner and go to the show.
Nice.
Whenever the dad didn't go to the show with us for a long time, and then he started going with us, and we would go to 2 shows a night because we had one picture, one news, and a comedy, and then we had a cartoon. They always had the news, and then we had a double feature, a movie and a B movie, and they started at a certain time, and that was it. We could go into like it started at 6, and if you didn't come till 7, then you came in the middle of the picture, and then you stayed and watched the beginning of the picture, and then you went home.
Wow.
Never, unless you were there when it started. They listed the times, Like the movie started, and you were there. You didn't see the movie in the right order at all. But anyway, we would go to Sanders' mom. She's very finicky about eating out places, but everything there was wrapped in wax paper, so she figured it was clean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never corrected her because there was one time I got to go out with her. She didn't go out very much. She never went to school or anything like that. Only thing I can remember she went to was our graduation, both George and me. And I know he had the whole west side and the ROTC. He let all the schools on the west side, and he was first to come out marching, and all the schools that came afterward. And she did go to that with me.
Nice.
See.
And then what did you call, so your mother, you called her Ma.
I called her Mom.
Mum. And then Ma was your grandma.
Mom was my grandmother. Ma and Pa.
Ma and Pa.
Mm-hmm.
And where did you eat dinner at Ma's place?
At Mom?
Yeah. At your grandmother's.
My grandmother? Well, she had a fairly large house.
Mm-hmm.
She had, in the basement, she had a fruit cellar, and she had a stove, and of course the laundry tubs with the sinks. And she had a big round table downstairs. And she never ate with us. She always served everybody, and then when everybody was through eating, she would eat. But that place was so clean. She scrubbed the basement floor on her hands and knees. She was very, very clean.
Wow.
She liked clean. She liked everything to be clean. But of course, there was Bob and Grace, and Mother and Dad, and Ruth and me, and then of course there was Mom and Paula. So there was quite a few of us, that were eating, and we lived there till I was 5. And Daddy figured we should have our own place. So he bought a, I don't know whether he had it built or because I was involved in it. And anyway, I think he got the house. My mother had a miscarriage, and I think before the miscarriage, he got the house, figuring we were having another baby. And she had a miscarriage, but she was up north at the time, and she said, I was up north when I started bleeding too for my miscarriage. And I was almost 14 when George was born, so I must have been about 10 or something when she had miscarriage. But I never knew anything about anything. My mother never told me anything about sex or anything. Men or boys, or she just didn't talk about these things. And of course my dad didn't. So there I was just ignored, didn't know anything about life at all until
So you have a real cute saying for what was available for contraception at that time.
Contraception?
Yes.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could think of it.
Yep.
See, I wrote down.
What's it called? I don't remember the first part either.
I don't remember.
So say it. What is it called?
Yeah.
What was available to you?
It's important.
It's important.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Hold on. Say it again.
Self-denial.
Self-denial and
No acetone.
no acetol. Okay. So,
And one time I said to my dad, I don't know where I got it from, who I got it from, but anyway, he made me real mad about something, and I said, Daddy, you give me. Give me something. Some, it wasn't misery, but it was like that. You give me something, misery or something like that, where I should get pleasure. And that's where did you hear that? I was little, I know I was little, and I said, I don't know. He said, don't you ever, ever say that again. during my early teen years, of course, there was no such things as jeans, you know, and there was no such thing as pants for women. Marlena Dietrich, I think, was the one that introduced the slacks for women, and everybody grabbed onto it because it was so much more comfortable. But we always wore dresses to school and wherever we went. And, but that we had to wear girdles. Every girl wore a girdle. And then beside that, you wear silk stockings. Now I'm saying silk stockings because there's no such thing as nylon stockings.
No nylon. Okay.
It was just the silk stocking, and there had seams up the back of the leg, and you had awful time looking back over your shoulder, trying to see if the seams were straight before you went to school or went anywhere.
What other horrible things didn't you have?
Huh?
Didn't you have to wear a dress shield?
Oh, there was no such thing as deodorants, of course, then. And there was no such thing as permanent press or anything. We had to iron everything you washed, everything. So Monday was wash day and Tuesday was ironing day, and you ironed all day long, all day. I used to do my own things when I got old enough to 14 or so. I used to do my own ironing because my mother had to do all Dad's shirts and slacks and everything. You know, everything had to be ironed. We take advantage and take it for granted, just permanent press now, but...
And how did the iron work?
Huh?
It didn't plug into the wall, did it?
Yeah.
How did an iron work?
How did the iron work?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, at first we had irons that you had to put on the stove.
Right.
And get them warm, and then you had something to put them on an ironing board.
Mm.
But then you had two. One you put in the stove and one you use, and then you
Oh, wow.
put the other.
And just keep going.
Was it an all-day job? Really miserable.
Your sheets and everything, right?
Everything had to be ironed. Slacks were. Then if you ironed the men's pants, you could get the pocket out of the way, or else it would have a mark on the pants, and they were miserable.
Mm.
And, but let's see what else did we have. We didn't have vacuums. We didn't have. Well, we used to have lace curtains at the window, and we had curtain stretchers, and you'd set them up against the table or something, and you put little nails on the top, and you put them all the way across. The curtain would be starched so stiff, so that when it dried, it was just a board. And you hang them on there, and they last for months, you know, because they were not like cloth at all. very, very heavy starch. But you see, if they had, that was a big deal. The spring was spring cleaning. We always, if you weren't going to paint or if you weren't going to put fresh wallpaper up, you had to wash the walls or the wallpaper in. There was cleaners you buy it at the store, or it was in a little, like sardines, like, that type of a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And you just work it with your hands until it got pliable, and then you do the wallpaper and hold the dirt in, and it's a big job. So spring cleaning was really
A big deal.
rough and
Is that because of the coal burning furnaces? Would it get real dirty from the
yeah,
coal?
when it had coal.
Yeah.
And you dust every day. You could dust. It's a real job. A housewife was a housewife. I mean, she worked. She worked. I know. I used to work. It'd go all around the rug every day. You have, according to your room size, you could get an 8 by 10, 10 by 12, 12 by 14, 14 by 16. And you leave a little bit of carpet, because it's a fringe
Mm-hmm.
on it, and you take your dust mop and go around the whole floor every day, to be sure that was clean. Everything was. You didn't have the things that help with the cooking or the meals that they have today. You started from scratch. And
So, were there grocery stores? Were there grocery stores?
well, there wasn't supermarkets. There was grocery stores, but not supermarkets. Now, on the corner of my grandmother's street, Rowan, and my street, Beard, there was an A&P. But it's Atlantic and Pacific, and it was a chain,
Mm-hmm.
but they were just a little store. They had out, well, there was a window, and all the fruit was all in the window,
Mm-hmm.
the vegetables and like that. And my mother and dad had a store for a little while, a grocery store, but they run tabs for people who didn't have money for their groceries, and they run tabs, and then they would move, and so Dad was able to with a whole bunch of, tabs,
Yep.
and so he had to close the grocery store. And
So could you get everything at these grocery stores? Could you get your meat and your dairy?
no, not very rarely. The store that had the meat too, because you had to have a butcher, to cut the meat. And we had butcher stores separate. There was Wilma's sister, Catherine. She married the butcher. His name was Jake Opels. Jake Opels. He had had just meat market.
So
You could see through the glass and you come to what you wanted, and you could wrap it up in paper, and that's all they had. That's all we had was meat.
so how often did you have to buy your meat for the?
Well, see, we didn't go often. We had to go often to the store for meat because at home we just had ice boxes, and the food didn't last. So we used to go to the store pretty much every day. Go to the store and get some meat and fresh stuff, potatoes and.
So how does the ice box work?
Well, we had two. They were the ice boxes that I had north, and in my grandmother's and in my mother's house was kind of like oak wood, looked like oak, and they had big hinges there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you open up, and that inside it was white, like porcelain, clean.
Uh-huh.
And the little door up above the ice, and it would take 25 pounds.
25 pounds.
Mm-hmm. My grandpa was an iceman for a long time. He had two horses, Teddy Bear and Brownie, I think his name was.
Teddy Bear and Brownie, names of the horses. I'm just saying so they could hear you.
Teddy Bear and Brownie had two horses. And all the ice and had like sawdust or something over top of it. I think the sawdust to keep it from melting. They had, see, we lived on Beard, and then about eight houses and an apartment building this way. We had a border-in-law, George House. Daddy coming in the old horse, long face. He was from Canada. My goodness, he was from Canada, and he used to. Well, he was more of a rumor. The border, you fed him all 3 meals. The rumor just up in the end. But once in a while, Mom would ask if he wanted to have dinner with us. So she was fixing something that would extend, and he'd almost always say yes. But he worked Beard Woodman down Westwood. He worked in the factory there. Then the next factory was railroad track. Mom always worried that I would go on the railroad track. It was, what are we, good block away.
So we're going to pause.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to pause there, and we're going to come back. Chapter 3 will be how you met Bert.
Okay.